Get ready to clutch your pearls because this story is unbelievable. This was Susan Cabot, a B-list actress from the 1950s. Susan had a tumultuous childhood. Her father left the family. Her mother was institutionalized. She was raised in foster care. She married her first husband when she was 17 so she could leave foster care. She moved to LA, became an actress, signed to Universal, but that's not the story. Susan's only child, a son, unalived her using a barbell when she was 59 years old. Her son, Timothy, was born with a rare form of dwarfism and he was being given experimental hormone injections. We're talking about steroids and other random juices. Now, without this treatment, as an adult, he would have been 4 feet tall. With the treatment, he grew to be 5 feet 4 inches. You might be thinking, who was Timothy's daddy? Well, most people assumed it was Michael Roman on the right, who she married in 1968. But the thing is, Timothy was born in 1964. Around this same time, Susan Cabot was messing with King Hussein of Jordan. Guess how she met the king? Through the CIA. The king told his buddies at the CIA that he was looking for a moist muffin to hang out with, so they threw him a party, and they told Susan, listen, we need you to bump uglies with the king. Initially, Susan told the CIA, what type of woman do you think I am? But then she decided to go to the party. She vibed with the king, and they began seeing each other. 5 years later, she gave birth to baby Timothy. It's assumed the king was his daddy because the king was paying her $1,500 a month for the rest of her life. Sadly, when Susan was a child and she was in foster care, she had been abused. There was family history of mental illness, and towards the end of her life, she was dealing with severe depression. She became a recluse. Her behavior became erratic. She could not take care of herself. Her home was so cluttered, she could have been on an episode of Hoarders. Her mental health deteriorated. She and Timothy were living in squalor. One night in 1986, Timothy, who was 22 years old, bludgeoned his mother to unaliving. Initially, he said a ninja broke into the house. But at the trial, he changed his story and said his mother was hysterical, woke him up, didn't recognize him. She was attacking him with a scalpel and a barbell. He acted in self-defense. Timothy's defense attorney brought up his experimental treatments, saying it probably affected his mood. He brought up the potential daddy. In the end, he was convicted of involuntary manslaughter. He had served 2.5 years while he was awaiting trial, and he got 3 years probation. The CIA memos from 1959 about the king and Susan were not declassified until 2018. Tell me this story is not wild. If I was reading this in a book, I would be side-eyeing the pages. It really is true when they say you can't make this shit up.